This week is going to be a little different. This is my about video. I'm also making an about video because there have been a lot of articles floating around about blogs and about blog culture and about why you shouldn't have a blog or read blogs. Anyway, a couple of weeks ago, I read a blog post by Nobody Jones about her approach to reviewing children's literature, and that post was prompted by a different article in The Independent by Joanne Harris. Links to both of these things are below. In general, the article in The Independent was about how professional reviewers are getting paid to write glorified plot summaries, and that's silly. Yes, Joanne Harris, that is silly. I agree. And in fact, one of my primary goals with this blog was to avoid plot whenever possible. Yes, that is partially because I feel plot is largely overrated, but it's also because if you're watching this blog, you have the internet, which means you have access to a lot of other sources that can give you a lot of other plot summaries. You don't really need me to do that for you. I even provide links underneath each video that link you to the author or publisher's page, where you can find a detailed plot summary, sometimes snippets of other reviews, and even excerpts from the book. Nobody Jones also shared a particular quote from Joanne Harris's article, and I'm going to share it here so we can talk about it further. At a time when unpaid bloggers online are gaining influence at the expense of professionals, we need to convince the public that good reviewers exist and are still worth listening to. Otherwise, our readers will continue to look to the internet for news, and the art of the book review will join the typewriter in the trash can of time. So, maybe what Harris was trying to say is that if we're going to pay people to write book reviews, they should be really, really good. Or, if people are going to the internet for their news and reviews of books, then maybe we're paying the wrong people. But I want to be clear about something. I think her rhetoric here is a little sinister. Okay, maybe more than a little sinister. She sets up a dramatic contrast between unpaid bloggers and professionals, which makes it sound like these two categories are mutually exclusive. Ouch. And in this quote, it also sounds like a really bad thing, that readers might look to the internet for news about books. Which, I understand, because anyone with any sense knows that the internet is full of lies. But the truth is, just like there are good reviews in print and bad reviews in print, the same thing goes for the internet. There are bad reviews and there are good reviews. So no, Joanne Harris, the internet is not the enemy. And of course, Brave Little Books wouldn't exist without the internet, because you can't make a video book review and then publish it in a magazine. Just because I make videos doesn't mean I'm unprofessional. I actually made Brave Little Books because I find a lot of reviews that are in print are really long and difficult to skim. So I wanted to create something immediate and personal in a way that print reviews just aren't. And they're not personal because I tell you what I like or didn't like. It's personal because it's on film, which means I'm a real person right here talking to you about what I thought about a book. But that's just my professional opinion. Thanks to Nobody Jones and Joanne Harris for inspiring me to make an about video, and thank you for watching it. I'll see you next week on Brave Little Books.